bum. Bum 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 bum. What have I done with those scissors? Oh, piss flaps, I think I left them in the kitchen. Which means I have no choice but to try and open up this bottle of cider with... What have I got available? I have a stylus for a graphics tablet. No. I have a thermometer that works in lakes, in like rivers and stuff. It's like a sealed... I suppose they're all sealed, otherwise the mercury would get out. But it's like a one that you're supposed to throw in, like attached to your rod or whatever. That's not going to work. What about that? Do I have a fork? I have no forks. I've just got to get a bottle opener, I think. Also, by the way, I swear she has actually moved. Don't worry, she hasn't stayed there the entire day, based on my post on Twitter. Hi there, folks. Hello there. Just bear with me just a moment. Right. I don't know where I put the scissors. Bear with me a minute. Right. Cool. Hi there, folks. Hello there in the chat, and thank you for subbing Tapito and Mr. Neo and Leo, and Strikers Mojo and Taylor and Amistad. Thank you, all of you. That's very kind. Bear with me just a moment. I'm using a fork, the edge of a fork, to pry open a bottle of cider, which, frankly, I feel I really need. It's been a long but productive day. Hang on a second. But it's time to chill out and just play games and not stress about work. Hang on a minute. Cider. Sorry, fruit juice. Delicious fruit juice, which totally isn't fermented. Come on. Thank you, Cat Leap. Thank you very much, Cat Leap. Thank you sincerely. Come on. Oh, there we go. Woo! Cheers. Why do I still have a delay on the stream? There shouldn't be a delay. Lord of Rawn, hang on a second. Unless I've set up a long time ago and have forgotten about it. No, I mean, there is a delay, but it's currently switched off. The tick box is disabled. So there should not be a delay at all. As in, should just bypass that setting. Thank you, Lady of Slaughter and Toxic Plows. Thank you very much, both of you. Thank you sincerely. Is the dog dead? No, I'm pretty sure she's still alive. There we go. See, some signs of life. She's just comfy. She's not dead. She's just cozy. You cozy? She's fine. She's giving me the side eye. Hang on. She's giving me the stink eye. Can you see from that angle? Yeah. You look away. Yeah, she's fine. Right, so what's going on today then? So just to bring you up to speed with what's happening on the YouTube side of things, it's the start of the fourth and hopefully final week of work on the latest bullshittery, which is Space Engineers Bullshittery Part 3. Now, it's been a few years since the last one. In fact, I switched over to using Adobe Premiere at the start of 2017, and evidently I've not actually done a Space Engineers bullshittery after the start of 2017. So, you know, it's been quite a few years indeed. I know this because I don't have an Adobe Premiere master project file to open up and continue work on. I had to build it from scratch. And on that front, things have been fine. The too long didn't read version is, I'm hoping to have the episode done by the end of the week, but there's a lot to do actually. Looking at what I've got left, can I do it in 4 days? Maybe? Possibly? Maybe? I don't know. Like, it's going to be, it's either yes and it's going to be extremely close, or no, and it's just going to be like midpoint next week. We'll see. But I am trying that as best I can, and I'll have it to you as soon as I can, especially the patrons and the Twitch subs. As always, you guys get first dibs. What did I use before Premiere, Tate Mars? I used Sony Vegas. 13, I think? What was the number? 13 or 14? I can't recall, but I used Sony Vegas and just used the titling prompt and just keyframe the titles around the place, basically. And that seemed to work fine. How was Bone? Yeah, Boneworks was very good, testicles. My testicles. Yeah, it was good. Not perfect, but it was, not too bad. I found that afterwards, though, I was sitting there trying to read about the lore stuff, and I don't know, the lore stuff is very vague, and a lot of people are making a lot of assumptions as to what actually went on. I fear that the true answer is that there is no answer to a lot of the questions that were being raised by Boneworks. I won't do spoilers, don't worry, for the people who want to play it. But, yes, it was quite a confusing... I'm not sure what to think of the story. Thank you, Damri and Chibi. And No Pause, thank you sincerely, thank you. And Some Guy, thank you very much. Right, sorry, just going to drink some more cider. Yeah, but I hope not, Roy, because that just sucks. I hope that, you know, a story where it just kind of like lost, you know, and the answer was, you know, it's a rubbish story. If you answer,
hello?
Oh fuck me. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean
hello?
to. Hi there, Smeagol. What's up?
Hey, buddy, how you doing?
Good, thanks. Just single player streaming.
So?
I'm telling you to bugger off.
Do you need a hand?
No, I'm good, thanks, man. I'll catch you later. Sorry, no, I was in the single streaming room in TeamSpeak. He should know better. Smeagol, you should know better. Thank you, Only the Akuru and Nusram. Thank you very much. Thank you, both of you. Sorry, what was I saying? So, yes, Boneworks' ending was a bit... not sure. I hope that there are answers to the questions that it raised, but, you know, and it's not just random writing stuff for the hell of it. Thank you, Yomo. Thank you very much, Yomo. Thank you, sir. Right, anyway, I'm just going to drop in and play some RimWorld and relax and banter. So, yeah, hang on a second. Oh. Where is it? Well, there it is, but hang on. That's not what I want. Oh, God, it's taking a moment. Hang on. Has the game crashed? Oh, no, there we go. Just took a while for some reason. Hang on. Do I have sufficient space on the hard drives? Well, so that I can intercept messages, Fog, if I'm needed. So I've got the TeamSpeak open most of the time. But I'm in the single player streaming room. So, you know, this is where people go if they just want to play solo. Right. Bear with. Oy. Oh shit, did I really, Eternal? I'm so sorry, Eternal. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, Eternal Elysium. Right, there we go, it's loaded. Right, okay, so welcome indeed to a bit of RimWorld. For those who are not familiar, a quick, overview of what this is. Effectively, this is a, it's also kind of vague. The story isn't spelt out. You can only really try to determine what's gone on by little hints around the place, and you can draw your own conclusions. But this planet here, which is a RimWorld, so a world on the galactic rim, not free from, but sort of like lawless and uncivilized, with predators gangsters and bandits and stuff. This RimWorld appears to be the site of some sort of accident or incident. Some sort of large ship has exploded or been sabotaged or done something in orbit which has caused a large number of cryopods containing people to rain down through the atmosphere. And you can see all of the different settlements on the continent, the procedurally generated continent here, determining where people have gathered together. So under different factions, different banners. Some pirate factions were they already here, or were they originally on the ship? We don't know. But whatever's happened, it's some sort of big incident which has caused a lot of people that know each other, family members and friends, to arrive on this RimWorld. And we're trying to sort of gather together the pieces of the old world, so medicine, weapons, that sort of thing, and survive as long as we can. As you can see at the top of the screen here, we have this is quite a mature colony now. This is entering the 6th year. I believe it's the end of spring on the 6th year. So quite a large and well-entrenched colony now at a creek. This creek. The place is called Caloma's Creek, named after the doctor who gave his life saving the people who came down with malaria. So there was a severe malaria outbreak that nearly killed a lot of people. If it weren't for the efforts of Caloma, the doctor. So I'll just do introductions as quick as I can, if I can remember them. Thank you, Idrin and Lee the Phoenix. Thank you sincerely. Right. So, from left to right, we have Jonah. He's a 57-year-old evangelist preacher and pretty much the leader of the colony at this point. He's a bit frail and fragile, and he's not incapable at combat, but I don't necessarily want him super on the front lines. He has a sword regardless. He handles a lot of the mining. He enjoys cooking, but we keep him out of the kitchen for the most part. And he handles most of the prisoner... no, actually, that's not true. I changed that recently. What did I move him to? So he was handling the prisoners... but I moved him, straight to the hydroponics bay and the growing stuff. So he's one of our primary farmers. We have Chucky. He is a 41-year-old artist and former architect. His mum is here, much to his annoyance. His mum called Batman, don't ask. But Chucky, thought he could escape from his mum, but I guess not in the end. So 41, incapable of violence, so he's very much a pacifist, so we have to keep him the hell away from combat to the best of our ability. But everyone likes him. He's kind, he's gay, he's incapable of violence, and he's just generally an all-round nice chap. He does a lot of the artwork that's around the place. He does a lot of sculpting. We have Dudaday, who is a 58-year-old extremely cranky geologist. So he's a widower. That's not true, sorry. No, he had a girlfriend. They weren't married, but the girlfriend died a few years ago. He's gotten over it now, but nevertheless, he is very irritable, and he's, gets frequently jealous of other people's bedrooms, and also won't touch drugs and alcohol, which is actually not that great on a RimWorld, because it does mean that they're harder to calm. You can't just give them some booze and leave them at that. So that's the 58-year-old geologist Dudaday. We have TNT. She is a 47-year-old former bandit with extreme intelligence. It was 20, it's gone down now to 17. Her intelligence rank it gains her fantastic research capabilities, and she stays in our lab most of the time, overseeing the research of new weapons, new armor, that sort of thing. Her father was a man called Rotwick, who we saved, I think a couple of years ago, from imprisonment by other bandits. Unfortunately, he was killed in a bandit attack, and she's now having to face the RimWorld alone. She's doing the best she can, now part of our group, as opposed to the bandit she was with. What's this? Look, hang on. She's giving me like a little... I think she was trying to stalk me. How you doing? Yeah, she's fine. Right, sorry. What was I saying? So that's TNT. TNT, the 47-year-old researcher and former bandit. We have Podo. Podo is here with his sister, who is Ben, over here. Podo is a former Alzheimer's sufferer. What's she doing? Hang on. When I turn my back, she's doing something. I think she's trying to sneak up on me. She was moving closer, and then she went down again. No, she's given up. She's tired. I'll leave her alone. Sorry. So yes, Podo Man, the 58-year-old former Alzheimer's suffering, what is he? He's a drifter. He's quite neurotic, but to be fair, he's been doing quite well. He's been doing lots of the building and growing crops, and I think he also handles the animals. Did I tell him to handle the animals? I believe he does. No, that's Oros now. He did at one point, I think. But yes, Podo is generally a kind of a helpful individual around the colony, and he's sleeping with... Oh no. Did she die? Yes, of course, it was Norlock. Yes, the Navy doctor that was killed. Damn. Yeah, she died a while ago, didn't she? Sucks. Thank you, Ryan. Thank you very much. We have Stanky. Stanky is a 42-year-old combat engineer, also a former bandit, and a very good shot. We've given her an M16 rifle to assist with that. She is working in the workshop alongside Lawfoot currently, and is responsible for the construction of a lot of our armor and equipment. High crafting skill, as you can see. She's generally quite optimistic, but doesn't like men at all. We have Oros over here. Oros is an animal handling wimp. He generally, so he was a human computer, so a mathematician, sort of, like a statistician, for a former military dictator prior to the colony incident which brought him here. As you can see, his primary skill is handling the cows and the boomalopes, keeping them milked and fed and, looked after. So that's what he's doing now. He's out in the rain at 9 in the evening, milking Nep the cow. Thank you, Aiming Nexus and Mr. Stromax. Thank you very much. Hi there, Mr. Stromax. So Mr. Stromax over here is Singy's father. He's a 54-year-old man's man. He's a blacksmith. He's a doer. He's just very strong in melee. He was an RimWorld urchin and then a blacksmith. Good at crafting, good at melee, all-round top bloke, really. So he entered the colony, unfortunately, long after Singy's death. He didn't get to... Nep is male? No, she's not. She's being milked. See? It's female, right? Yeah. Thank you, unless you're just doing something else with that cow. Thank you, My Testicle Summer, and Grimies. Thank you very much. Anyway, so that's Mr. Stromax, so Singy's father, a blacksmith. J-Girl, so she works in the kitchen. She loves it. She really enjoys cooking. She is a former bandit and melee expert, a brawler who also hates men. Oof. Not a nice place to be a man, this particular colony. What with the combat-capable women who do not like men. So she handles a lot of the cooking and has a burning passion for it. And, she also is a very capable fighter, a good warrior. Sisler over here, he is a builder, one of our primary builders, a bit frail at the age of 59. He has very high shooting abilities. Didn't we give him a bionic... eye. He has a slight cocaine addiction, which is going to be a problem. But nevertheless, he handles most of our hunting. And I think... Yes, he's now engaged to be married to Chucky's mother, Batman. So, well done, Chucky. Your new stepdad over here. I hope you two... Do you two like each other? Chucky. Not really. Not really. They're not that too keen with each other. Thank you, Sellers. Thank you very much, Sellers. We have Hoodoo over here. So Hoodoo has a bit of a problem in that he has brain damage. So Hoodoo is a VR gamer and later a sort of tribal trader who was handling a lot of the mining here at the colony. He was actually a very capable person to send alongside Doodaday to the various different mining camps. Finn is trying to cheer him up as best she can. But... we had a slight problem in that we were using a lot of drugs in order to counteract the serious negative repercussions of living on a RimWorld, and this caused collectively, this caused a lot of health problems for our colonists, and the worst one being brain damage. He's got chemical damage to his brain. I don't know if he'll ever be okay again. I don't know. We're trying to get him off. We're trying to get everyone off. Sorry, phrasing. The cocaine. We're not trying to get everyone off. We're trying to get everyone to chill out on the drugs. But Hoodoo is unfortunately now bedridden. So, that sucks. Finn is trying to cheer up Hoodoo. Thank you, X-Virux and Targus and Sellers. Thank you, all of you. That's very kind. And also hi there, Gorty. Cyanide Super Hot Girlfriend is in the chat, folks. Feel free to say hi. Gorty's over there. And Gorty, I hope Gracie's okay. I hope Gracie's a-okay. This one's over here. She's just having a nap. She's had a good day of chasing tree rodents. I won't say the name because she'll get too excited. Okay, big colony, more introductions. Ben over here is the 69-year-old sister of Podo Man. We actually went on a rescue mission in order to save her. She was crash landed in the mountains far from here. She managed to get hold of a radio to contact the colony to send a rescue mission because she was injured and pinned down by a bunch of man-hunting wild boar. We did defeat the boar, but we suffered severe injuries and one of our number died. So unfortunately, blood is indirectly on Ben's hands there. But at least Podo has been reunited with his sister. And unfortunately, the gentleman that we lost has been permanently reunited with his brother. That sucks. Rest in peace, Satsock. Okay, Lady Slaughter over here. She's a 27-year-old former Cave World Illuminator, so a sort of scout for underground mining operations. She is pretty useless and absolutely coked out of her mind. She is a major drugs binger and has been ever since she's got here. Pretty much every single drug invented has gone up her nose or in her veins at some point or another. Initially I was trying to encourage it because I wanted to have somebody high on go juice to act as a primary hauler for the colony, but unfortunately, as you can see, chemical damage, so she has also suffered drug damage, so we're trying to wean people off it. She's currently having a mental breakdown because she wants drugs and I won't give them to her, but yeah, so the whole colony is going to be a bit fragile as everyone's trying to get the fuck off the drugs. Farinir, he's a 30-year-old manservant to replace Roy, I guess. Also incapable of combat, so he generally has to stay away from the fighting. Super immune, so he can get over, illnesses really, really easily. And generally, like Lady Slaughter, handles much of the hauling around the base. Okay. Batman is a 56-year-old mother of Chucky and a former message carrier. She's middling in terms of her usefulness to the colony. Again, doing much of the same thing as Lady Slaughter and Farinir, hauling stuff around the place. But she can handle animals. Did I tell her to do that? Hang on. What is Batman currently doing? Growing crops. So yeah, she's trying to assist with the growing of crops, which is what we try to do in decent temperatures like we have now. So crop growing is the top priority. Nearly done. Gumball Bob over here is a 37-year-old evangelist preacher, just like Jonah. She is, however, very unstable compared to Jonah. She is volatile, she is greedy, she is a cannibal, so let's hope, somebody doesn't piss her off and she gets a bit, she gets the munchies. So, yeah, she generally, again, a middling colonist, but she's doing her best, and we just got to make the most of, everyone we have. I'm pretty sure we saved her life from bandits, so, she's lucky to be alive. Finn over here is a surgeon, a Glitter World surgeon. Fairly good at combat, although the problem with a Glitter World surgeon is that they're actually cosmetic surgeons, so she's never actually had to deal with a bullet wound before she arrived here at Caloma's Creek. Kind of depressive, a bit of a junkie. I think our primary doctor currently, is that correct? No, Ben is the primary doctor. I thought it was her. I must be mistaken. No, I'm mistaken. I thought it was her, but I guess Ben is better. So yes, what is she doing though? What have I assigned her to do? I've forgotten the assignment. Finn is assigned to hunting. Really? Okay. I assigned her to hunting and mining, oddly enough. Fair enough. Okay, now, the last two. Lawfoot over here is the 36-year-old tribal inventor. I'm trying to work through his sort of crafting just like the others. What was his gimmick? What was his thing? He joined us relatively recently, didn't he? So he hasn't really done much. So tribal inventor, I'm pretty sure he was running in being chased by other tribals, wasn't he? But yeah, so we've rescued him and he's currently working on low skill tasks in the workshop alongside Stanky. An apprentice, if you will. Lastly, oh god, Lady Tigress over here, also known as Mega Ho. So this lady Tigress, is a galactically famous whore. So she's a prostitute idol. So effectively, over years and years, her body was remodeled to appear temporarily ageless. Sold to an orbital brothel, she became popular with a steady stream of clientele from all over the planet. She is beautiful, she hates men, she's a junkie, and skill set wise, she is pretty much useless. I mean, she has some artistic abilities, but it's not that fantastic. She's incapable of fighting. Some social abilities, but Jonah can do that already. So generally, she's the totty, really. That's all we got for you. I'm sorry, Lady Tigress. I mean, maybe make some art? Are you making? Yes, she's making some art. You do some art. You keep, yeah. You make some art over there. We'll let other people do the fighting. Don't you worry. And we'll try not to get her killed. Thank you, Lady Inertia. Thank you very much. And the Dragonfly. And Zarvus and Silent. Thank you. Anyway, so... welcome indeed. Welcome indeed to the colony. So we have a large number of animals roaming outside, as you've probably noticed. We've got, yes, a bunch of huskies, a bunch of wargs, some boomalopes, which is a type of antelope that booms. No, it makes like an explosive chemical that we can use as a propellant. And we have a large number of cows over here, which we're milking for, obviously, meals. We can prepare meals using just the milk, although I believe it's a dangerous food type. Now... I have forgotten what was the last thing I was doing. Looking at I was planting down fields for crop growing, but I'm surprised at how late. It's the 10th of spring, and yet I've not grown crops. That told, hop plant maybe. We've got lots of meat, but we need to start building up vegetables. Especially hay grass if we're going to, survive the next winter and keep all of our animals fed. Gorty says she's making a bunch of feminist art. Vaginas all over the walls in neon colours. I see. Fair play. Thank you, I did Pingu and Mr. Vengeance. Thank you, both of you. Thank you. Right, so extreme break risk. Batman and Ben are quite upset. Batman is sleeping, so... what's that sound, sorry? That's one of our wargs is hunting. Rockin' Rocket the warg is eating a turkey. Good. Okay, so Ben and Batman have a mental break risk. It's okay, so long as they're sleeping, they'll be okay. It's the psychite. We have no drugs, and I'm not willing to give them drugs, so... Defences-wise, our northern defences look pretty compromised, frankly. Whoops. Lady Slaughter has gotten so stoned in the break room that she can't walk. Great. This is the colonist that I mentioned is snorting and injecting every single drug we have. Can somebody please go and drag her in... Lady Tigress, can you please go and take her into the infirmary where she can rest? She's currently passed out and drooling on the rec room table. People need to eat there. Oh yes, indeed. Superho, Lady Tigress, was indeed fucking her father. So it says here. Where was it? Sorry. Music Idol. Yes. When her mother died, Lady Tigress could not bear to her father's loneliness and became his sexual companion. Yuck. Thank you, Dynamic. Thank you very much. Oh yes, we do. We have a prisoner, don't we? We captured a man who was so obsessed with pizza that he started selling his body for it. I shit you not. Pizza lover. Nugfur loved boom wrap pizza intensely, rarely eating anything else. He was prone to bad health and low oxygen uptake. He loved bashing in the skulls of random creatures to see what was inside. Little segue there. Got dark really quickly. And in his adult life, Nugfur sold himself into slavery for money to purchase boom wrap pizza. He was then traded to the Zeglar colonies where he worked as a male prostitute. In a fluke event, he managed to join other escaping slaves as they hijacked a ship. After fighting with the captain of the slave crew over the last slice of boom wrap pizza, Nugfur was sent off the ship in an escape pod. You weird individual. You're welcome to join us, because stat-wise, he's pretty damn good. Just gotta, dangle a piece of boom wrap pizza, like on a stick over him. Right, okay, so... Batman and Ben should be okay. Who's starving? TNT's having a mental breakdown in the outer courtyard. Nope. She's passed out and got up again. She's fine. Okay. Southern defences are a tad undercooked, but could be worse. That shouldn't be switched on. There we go. Power reserves are looking great. Could we remove one of the batteries to act as a reserve? Let's do that. So please... Sisler the builder, would you mind uninstalling this battery? We'll put it in the storeroom in the case of low power. We can switch it off quickly. The time is currently midnight on the 11th day of spring. There are 15 days per season, so it's going to get nice and warm, good for crop growing conditions. So we desperately need to build the defensive wall around this generator in order to protect it from bandits that may try to break it in a siege. Okay. So for the people just joining the stream, the objective now is to try and get the defences of the base shored up in preparation for another bandit attack. I see. This was fairly recent. Bunch of bandits just left their bodies outside to decompose. Let me have a quick check of the wildlife. No predators to worry about currently, so I think we're okay. Okay. Yeah. So people are going to be quite inefficient, staggering around slowly because of the psychite withdrawal. Also, the doors here need to be built. They were broken down by some megasloths that result... Yeah, George died, so Cyanide's brother died in the attack by megasloths. They managed to break their way in through this bit, so I didn't realise that they could do that. They broke through the watermill generator. That is correct. The watermill generator, and there was no outer wall here, so they had full run of pretty much the entire base. And so yes, we need to properly compartmentalise the base with steel auto doors, so that in the event of a breach, we don't have the entire base. We limit the movement of the attackers. Cargo pods have been detected going through re-entry from the supply vessel. Devil's Strand is a type of takes ages to grow, but it's a textile that makes for great clothing. It's over at the far western mining camp. We have two of them, one to the south and one to the west, that we're using to get steel. On that front, we have 199 units of steel. We are going to need more. The mining drills are currently offline. We're going to need those online. So, re-enable the power. Okay. Thank you, Monster and Voodoo. Thank you sincerely. It's 3 in the morning. Some people are waking up. We do have some pretty good beds, so they're regaining their energy levels very, very quickly. So they're waking up earlier. So more efficient beds means that they'll be awake for longer. What meals are they eating currently? We have a lot of meat, and it's all frozen. We've even still got some of the megasloths that killed George. Thank you, Kodiak. Thank you very much, Kodiak. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated, sir. Thank you. So they're turning on the drill heads. Thank you, Ryo Deer. Thank you very much, Ryo Deer. Oh, the insects came through the watermill. Yes, we did have that as well, didn't we? And we put the insects over here in the fridge. Batman is having a tantrum. She is off to smash up random furniture, items, and structures. This happened because of her cocaine withdrawal. That's to be expected. That's fine. She hopefully shouldn't break anything too expensive. Okay, to answer my questions, the colonists are currently eating nutrient paste and they're taking it to the rec room. We have a lot of meat, frankly. I am cooking simple meals. I guess we just don't have a sufficient surplus. Okay. Oh, don't break that. Come on. Hi there, Quebec. ZF Quebec is in the chat, folks. Feel free to say hi to him if you like. Yep. Hi there, Quebec. Hope you're well, man. So yes, over here, today I've just been working on Space Engineers Bullshittery Part 3. So far, so good. I skipped the morning stream so I could get more done. And I got lots done. I got a whole load done. So it was a good productive work day today. I'm hoping to have the video finished by the end of the week, but it's going to be close. I mean, I've got to work really, really hard. So, we'll see. Don't be too surprised if I can't make the deadline, because just lots of work to do. Right, oh yes, I was also trying to build another watermill generator over here to solve our low power problem, but we seem to have solved that a little bit with the geothermal generator here. What are people doing? Let's have a look. So Jonah the Evangelist is off to sow heel root in the the primary hydroponics bay. So these were originally hydroponics bays, but this is now the only one because this is rich soil beneath here. So this is actually an enclosed area with rich soil accessed underneath. We've done the whole thing from The Martian, as in, we've sealed off an area, kept it warm, and we've dug down to the soil. So thank you, Store and Gilgus. Thank you very much, Store and Gilgus. Thank you. Okay. So yes, hopefully we can grow sufficient hay grass in here for less power, a less expensive option when it comes to growing lots of crops. Hi there, Louis in Switzerland. Hello. Okay. Rockin' Rocket is fully healed. Good, good. One of our wargs. Some of the beds are still damaged from a prior attack. What's Batman doing? Is she still punching things? So, right, Jonah is sowing in the hydroponic bay. Chucky is planting hay grass in what is the animal run during the winter. But, yeah, we're going to need as much hay grass as we can get. Today, the geologist is working with Finn to retrieve steel from these mining nodes here. A bit risky because insects can sometimes tunnel their way up to attack us, and our defenses aren't looking that great, frankly. We need to get these IED traps built as soon as we can using high explosives. So, Sisla's sleeping right now. Who else can handle the building for me? Sisla's the primary builder, but Podo and Stanky could do it. Stanky, would you mind? And Podo, you too? Need materials? High explosive shells? We have some here. I guess Stanky's got them monopolized. Oh, I see. She's taken a whole load. Right. Thank you, Deranged. Thank you very much. Okay, so Stanky, the combat engineer, is off to place down a minefield to try and deal with the bugs. I might split them up a little bit. The boomalopes look okay, as do the cows. We've got plenty of... Oh, shit. That's go juice. Batman, could you haul that go juice inside? That could prove useful to me so long as Lady Slaughter doesn't stuff it into her veins. Okay. So Stanky's working on the mines. Could you do them all quickly whilst you're there? Get them built. Is J-Girl cooking? She is. Very good. She's making simple meals out of mega sloth meat, of which we have a fuck ton. Cargo pods have been detected going through re-entry over at the Western Mining Camp. Some psychite tea. Useful, but frankly... No, useful, actually. It'd be good if we could retrieve that. Again, that is the Western Mining Camp, and we do actually have compacted machinery. Maybe I should send today on an away mission. Is there a reason not to? So this is a short distance away. It's a couple of hours walk, especially in these nice warm conditions. Let's have a look. Go to wildlife. There's quite a few grizzly bears and 2 cougars, one of which has been injured. It won't survive. Okay, well, we'll send today, but he best be careful. We'll send him tomorrow morning so he has the most amount of time. He can retrieve the psychite tea and bring it back. Thank you, Bastian. Thank you very much, Bastian. Thank you. Right, okay, so our people are currently mining to retrieve as much steel as we can. If we get bugs attack us, it could be super inconvenient for reasons of cows everywhere. Finn, would you mind moving one IED there and one there? Sisler, yes, can you work on that autocannon, Sisler? Wherever you are. Okay. Extreme break risk, TNT. She's still quite upset. Where is she? She's asleep right now because she's a night owl. You're still salty about Singy? Indeed, Reaper. So our primary melee fighter and the daughter of Mrs. Stromax died in the cold winter of the 5th year. Yeah, she was killed by hypothermia. Right. Are you a bit warm in there, Lawfoot? He is quite warm. You can seek safe temperature, though. He's currently smelting down some scrap metal. Thank you, the rock type. Thank you very much. It was my fault, says Silverlanian. Let's not point fingers here. Let's not point fingers here. It was Lulu's fault. Her fault. Huh? Was it your fault, Lulu? Hello, gorgeous. Spoilt rotten, folks. She just got back from a nice, she had a nice W word in the local, dog park. Yes. And then she got a nice comfy trip home, and now she's got a nice warm sofa with a big blanket. Yes. Right. This is misdirection. A little bit, Silverlanian. No, not wank. Maybe I should move that as well. No, leave it, it'll be fine. Does Lulu have a registered name? Indeed she does. No, it is that. As in, I managed to get her so early that her legally registered name is Lulu. But I know what you mean. Breeders have a certain tag that they put on. Yes, so she does have that. but I'm not going to tell you what it is. Thank you, Aniko. Thank you very much, Aniko. Okay, so my farmers are currently outside getting these fields sown. So Mr. Stromax is cutting down some trees to plant some psychoid leaves. If we don't process that into drugs to use ourselves, we can certainly just sell the psychoid leaves. Over here, Jonah, Chucky, and Ben are working together in this field to plant some potatoes. Here we have some rice. Ooh, I see. I've disallowed sowing for some of the fields. That would explain why not all of them have been sown. How's the car/driving going? Very well, Killer Panda. Although I must admit, I barely drive. I've got the same problem in the whole reason why I didn't really learn to drive beforehand. Everything I need is like round the corner, be it food shopping or my family. So I drive once a week and only briefly. Lawford is having a tantrum. He's off to smash up furniture because of a cramped interior. Yes, because he was hot and upset. Okay, it wasn't even the drugs. He just broke on his own. Okay. Stand by. What are you using there? No, it should be fine. It seems that a lot of our simple meals contain insect meat. We were feeding it to the cows. Is my car still collecting bird poo outside? I put a cover on it, Taser. Thank you, Itchy Cheese. Thank you very much, Itchy. Can you not be kicking the outer defensive walls, Lawford? What's he have to do? Oh, fuck's sake. He's damaging them. At least he's not breaking them. Do we have enough heal root? We currently have 20 units of it. That's the maximum. 21 units. And we've got a hydroponics blade growing more. So we could do with more, frankly. More would be useful. Oh, yes, there is a penis made out of power conduits. It's fine. It's all good. Okay. Our northern defences are not as strong. Numerous turrets appear to have been destroyed. Oh yes, it's the same attack that we captured Nugfur. So this section of the bridge was destroyed and the turrets that were sitting on it went with it. We should queue up the chopping down of trees to get additional wood to replace that part of the bridge. Wait, we don't need to. We have loads of wood. Cancel that order. We just need to get people down. Fuck. Just need to get people down there so that they can build a bridge. Thank you, the Poxy Brit. Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. You can't drive. You have extremely bad anxiety. So every time you go behind the wheel, you think you're going to crash. Well, I mean, that's understandable, Dustin. I think driving is one of these things where one should perhaps have an appreciable anxiety behind it, because ultimately if you make a mistake you can get someone killed. So I understand that completely. I mean, even now when I'm like check, double check, fucking pre-flight checks effectively, make sure everything's good to go. Yeah, I understand that. That's not necessarily something to be too concerned. Well, not too. It's good to have it's good to appreciate the risk. Thank you, Flocken. Thank you very much, Flocken. Thank you, sir. No, I'm not. Rue 17, Ben. I don't have that, I'm afraid. Oh yes, we actually sealed off the yayo behind this wall. Who normally helps out in the kitchen? Can J-Girl handle all that alone? I mean, probably not. Indeed, Dorfido, which I think is a bit of a problem. You find that as people drive more and more, they start to become, well, worse for it. They start to forget a lot of the... They start to do things automatically rather than pay close attention. They start to ignore speed limits that are there for a very good reason. Stuff like that. Taxis are terrible for it. Holy shit. The number of taxis, at least here in Brighton, that just openly ignore speed limits is terrible. There's like a road that's next to a school, and they go like 50 mile an hour down it. Fucking, it's ridiculous. Okay, to be fair, it's not that close to a school, but it's you see students walking down it. Thank you, FVKT, thank you very much, sir. Thank you. And Heart Attack, thank you, Heart Attack. Thank you. Okay, so right now, so the temperature is... Oh, it's a bit warm in there, 32 degrees. Is it unroofed? I thought I did unroof that. Oh no, I roofed it up again. Let's pop the roof off. It's a bit warm in here because of the geothermal generator. So just remove this. It'll be a bit damp, but it will help with the ventilation. Hoodoo is still bedridden over there. Okay, so we've got the minefield operational. Some of the turrets, but not all of them. In the morning, I'll send Today over to the western camp to retrieve the Psychite Tea, and also, what else was this? The Devil Strand as well, and maybe some components if we can get them. Is this area not being cleaned for some reason? Why is that then? For some reason, that was not dedicated, selected as part of the home zone, so it was not being cleaned of the Megasloth blood. Okay. Cool. So everything seems fine so far. Just got to, touch wood. Keep everyone well armed, well fed. So 3 people. Yeah. So these major break risks are going to be a continued problem until we're able to sort out the drug addiction thing. It will go away naturally over time. Also, it seems that many of our walls have been damaged. They'll need to be repaired. Probably fairly urgently. Thank you, Wassa Biffen. Thank you very much, Wassa. Thank you. Thank you for doing that, sir. Okay, people are going back to their rooms. What about Nugfer? How's he doing? I think he's currently okay. We're still trying to recruit him. Yes. So he's still got some... So Nugfer still sees us as the enemy. So he's a bandit. So, well, he's part of the Egalitarian Kin League. They're not really bandits. They're just people like us. But he still sees us as the enemy, and he refuses to join us, so he's still staying in the brig. We should get more bedrooms going. We certainly need more, don't we? Yeah. We have quite a lot of people now. Thank you, Julian and Simon Says, and Raptor. Thank you kindly. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you very much. Let's get... Yeah, let's get some additional bedrooms over here. How much... We can put them here. Oh no. TNT is off the binge on the Go Juice that we've retrieved. Yes. They're just so desperate for Psychite right now, they'll take anything. Sucks. Oh. We have a quest from a nearby... another settlement, the Doabirium, our allies. They've informed us of a collection of valuable items worth 2,330 in-game dollars from us. So a jade table, a charge rifle, and a plasteel simple helmet. 22 man-hunting ibex wandering nearby. Nah, it's not really that. I don't really care that much about that. Screw it. Is it hard to learn RimWorld? I would say so, Meep, but don't let that don't worry too much about the difficulty curve, because it's worth it in the sense that you go in, you get attached to your colonists, and you see them go through their trials and tribulations. You see them. Ooh, she injected one. You know, you get attached to them, and then they start dying through fire or infections, and it's great. It's like this drama in this aquarium that you get to watch unfold. Do yourself a favor and don't read guides or watch tutorials. It's the whole Westworld thing, you know. Half the fun is figuring out how it works. I've lost so many colonies before I had one that survived beyond, 3 years. I lost them to infections, I lost them to man-hunting boar and man-hunting muffalo, to fires, that was a big one, to general raids, to insect attacks. Each time you encounter something new, chances are someone you care about is going to die. Right. I wouldn't rock in, seriously. I mean, to each their own, but I think it's, going in blind is the best way. I find. Not the best way to build up. Put it this way, once you've got everything going and everything's running smoothly, the game is less interesting. When things are, oh god, I'm fucking hanging on by the skin of my teeth here, then it's really interesting. Thank you, Schlecky. Thank you very much, Schlecky. Thank you, sir. Oh, I see, you're just ripping on my awfully designed base. How dare my base is wonderfully designed. See, Rockin' Rocket here is just jealous. Do you know why he's jealous, folks? Because he's a... No. Because... Where the fuck is he? Because he is just a warg. Who probably... He's a male, so probably doesn't even have his testicles. A 2-year-old warg. That's why he's jealous. Hmm? Terrible. Batman is your master, by the way. Yeah, so I don't even have enough room for the colonists. So this is a secondary stockpile zone, isn't it? I could just expand the bedrooms. Sorry, I was trying to look up at how much granite I had. How much granite do I have? Not a huge amount, frankly. Just use wood. Just build some bedrooms out of wood. Let's just get some additional sleeping spots. Stop poor old Hoodoo and Mr. Stromax living in the damn brig. Although Hoodoo's stuck over there, frankly. Put these here. A couple of additional bedrooms. Make them nice. Make them fancy. Blech. That's disgusting, Lulu. How could you burp in front of all of these people? Terrible. Okay. Build copy here and here. So a couple of plant pots. And we'll put down some... Just put down some wood floor for now. Keep it simple. A couple of steel doors. Right. And we'll put some works of art as well. So this is made by Lady Tigress. She's making art for the bedrooms. Good, good. Right. Quite a bit of milk, that's pretty good. So the cows are earning their keep. Hay grass as well, 703 units of it. Overdose, TNT. Fuck. TNT is currently overdosing on the Go Juice. Is she going to be okay? Oh, we've got loads of it. Fuck. Yeah, this is why we need to call it quits on the drugs. What does having a heater in the room with the crops do exactly? Well, some of the crops are quite sensitive to temperature changes, Doc. So, in this particular case, it's to try and maintain the temperature. Although, considering it's entering the summer soon, let's turn off all the heaters. We should be fine. We should have more than enough. Yeah, it'll be easily warm enough. But in the winter, especially in the cold snaps, it can get very cold indeed. Okay, so J-Girl has finished... Digby has given birth. Well done. So Digby, Digby the cow, has given birth to a female. Brilliant! We keep the females and we kill the males, so the females can be, obviously, milked. Okay. Oh, who's the father? Who was Digby fucking? Digby was fucking... Alistair! Okay. Right. It's Digby and Alistair's love child. Who shall this be? Who shall this be? Who shall this be? Any thoughts, folks? Who should this be? Dinkle. Don't we have a Dinkle? Sai's dead. Sai was a colonist. He died in a bandit attack. Roy, you're dead. You died in a bandit attack. Right. Do. Oh, really? Govardina is literally beef in Russian. Thing is, though, this won't be turned into beef. So if this were a beef cow, then sure, but it's a dairy cow. We've already got cake. Do we have a Dinkle? Hang on. Pardon me. No, we don't have a Dinkle. Okay. Dinkle bean then. Okay. So, this is Dinkle Bean from Holdfast. Nations at War. Okay, welcome to the colony. When you're old enough, you will get milked. That sounds incredibly filthy. Whoa! Okay, then. Some sort of psychic wave has swept over the landscape. Your colonists are okay, but it seems many of the boom rats in the area have been driven insane. How many boom rats? Let's have a look. Go to wildlife. 4. Not a huge problem, but the fires that they could cause could be a problem. Let's enable the outer defensive turrets, and then just have to quickly put out the fires. We should be okay. Let's just get the turrets on and just try to... Wait, sorry, that doesn't make any sense. Are these turned off manually? Sorry, what's the problem with this picture? That switch is enabled, but the turrets are currently disabled. Oh, it's just... Okay. The turrets are off just purely due to my bad well, we haven't fixed many of the circuits. It's alright, these turrets should be more than capable of handling it. Whoa, okay, there goes one. Whoa, okay. It stepped on an IED. Bugger, and it destroyed 2 of our mining deep drills. Bollocks. Bollocks, bollocks, bollocks. There's another boom rat over there. There's one there. 3 boom rats. Where's the last one? Oh, there's one there. Oh dear. It hit one of our boomalopes. That's a bit more serious. Finn. Yeah, he's okay. Make sure we put out these fires. Yeah, we don't want the fires to spread out of control. Set this as the home area, just so we can fight them. Oh, a boomalop is going through the door. Chucky's running away because he's a pacifist. Mr. Stromax doesn't give a fuck. Although be careful because it's going to... There we go. Well done, Mr. Stromax. Daze is now wandering around... sorry, Daze? Ben is now wandering around in his psychotic daze. Oh, one last boom rat there. Watch it, Horus. It's coming right for you. Oh, dear. Whoa. Holy shit. Of course, because Horus is a wimp. Really? So he got some... He's got the stat wimp, which means the slightest bit of damage downs him. Lady Slaughter, run over there and put out that fire, quick. Before he burns to death. Really? Come on. Quick, 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 quick. Go grab him. Right, well that's that dealt with at least. You bloody dumbass. Go grab him. His clothes are on fire. Someone else will deal with the fire. There we go. Gumball's got it. Well done. Cool. Alright then. So yes, that's one of the random events that can occur. So, mad, wild animals. Could be worse. Could have been much worse. Alright. Ooh. Piece of a ship chunk there that we can deconstruct. So, who's that? Sisler. What's wrong with Sisler? Oh, he's stoned. Oh, fuck's sake. This is what I mean by the drugs problem. Okay, Sisler has decided to get stoned in the storeroom and is now passed out next to a sniper rifle and a large stack of spliffs. Podo is in there as well. They're hotboxing in the storeroom. Podo, go grab him, take him into the storeroom. Get some munchies on the way if you're that hungry. God damn it. Turn away for 2 seconds and they start hotboxing in my goddamn drug storeroom. No, played quite a bit. Oyunku? Dead Dilla? Right, so that has revealed that my turret infrastructure is pretty undercooked currently, so perhaps we should get that sorted before the next big attack. So we've got missing segments. Right, so I guess they're missing because the autocannon turrets are supposed to be there. No, what's wrong with that? That should work, shouldn't it? Connected, that works. Okay. Yeah. Power conduit there. Alright. Let's get, Faraday, can you just grab some steel and get it done? Not assigned to construction? Who can do it for me? Where's... Lawfoot can do it, can't you? Yeah. Alright. Zinklebean mentioned something about me milking him for strawberry milk. Now he's making it even weirder. Right. Okay. Yeah, it's like trying to herd cats sometimes. Cats that really like drugs. Okay. Yeah, all in all, I think we're okay. Ah, damn, I forgot about Dude today. I was supposed to send him on that away mission. How's the southern camp? Oh yes, the southern camp was a bit more well prepared, wasn't it? We have some steel remaining. So this is where Dude and Hoodoo were when Hoodoo had his brain damage incident. I should send some people back. They were mining the steel and sending it back using the drop pods. We'll probably send Jay. No, we'll probably send. Who are we gonna send? Stanky maybe and Dude. We'll send them tomorrow morning. Remind me if I forget. What are my thoughts on making VR more immersive? I wouldn't really know what to suggest, Biotic. I'm not really an expert in that. You know, I don't really use many VR, a great deal of VR stuff. But yeah, I was quite impressed with Boneworks. They got the atmosphere very right. Thank you, I am. Thank you very much, I am. Thank you kindly, sir. I could arcane, but I do kind of want them to access the drugs. Just not the hard drugs. It's okay if they have a bit of psychite tea to take the edge off the day. I just don't want them snorting several lines of cocaine off Lady Tigress's tits. You know? Thank you, Chapati. Thank you very much, Chapati. Sorry, why are they still eating nutrient paste? I guess it's because we just have too many. Oh, no, wait. It's because the simple meal thing actually expired. So replace that, of course. So keep making simple meals until we have a lot of them. And pretty much just make them out of whatever, frankly. Okay. Hi there, Weezoo. Hello, Weezoo Keevan. It's still very warm in there due to today's baking. Thank you, Terra. Thank you very much, Terra. Most kind, thank you. Let's try and put a vent in there to assist a little bit. Thank you, Ale YOLO. Thank you very much, Ale. I'm complaining? Rockin'? Don't think I'm complaining. Am I complaining? Where's Sisler? Yes, now I am complaining because Sisler's lost his weapon. Oh, he's resting, having been stoned. Right, good. Well, the crops are growing. It's now the 12th day of spring. Thank you, Danjaba now. Thank you very much, sir. What's the oven next to the graveyard? A crematorium. Oh, wait, you mean this thing, sorry? Oh, that's an electric smelter to smelt down some scrap steel. No, Rockin', I'm saying that I'm okay with them using the light drugs. You maybe misunderstand. I'm okay with them getting stoned. Me sort of stopping and going, oh, they're stoned again, isn't me railing on the game or anything or complaining. Just me narrating the drama. No, I'm okay with them being stoned. It's fine. Right. Okay then, so what's going on now? Not much. Ooh, shit! Spoke too soon. Oris has got, an infection from the burn. Okay. Shouldn't be too bad. We have sufficient medicine. Yes. Oh, he's actually still injured. Where's Ben? Ben's having a mental breakdown. That's why nobody's treated him. So, who could do it for me instead? Ben, TNT could handle it. Where's TNT? Also, well, asleep. Okay. And high. Can you wake up and deal with it? Okay. Maybe we should put Hoodoo on ice until we can deal with his condition. Trouble is, his condition may improve once he's gone through his psychite withdrawal. Could take a long time for that to be the case, though. So currently he's got chemical damage to the brain, which is reducing his overall efficiency by 50%. But the psychite withdrawal is also reducing... What is it reducing? Moving and manipulation. So hopefully once he's over the drugs, he can walk again. Damn, Mr. Stromax is now wandering around in sadness. Okay. Right. So it's now it's 8 o'clock on the 12th day. So in the morning I'll send an away team over to the southern camp to get some additional steel. The crops to the north are being sown. Looking pretty good, guys. Well done. Power reserves look great. Can I just flip the turrets here? Let's just do a quick test. Okay. Hang on a minute. You sorted? Yep. No, just getting some food for him. Very good. Someone else can hit the switch. Do today. Can you hit the switch? Are they all going to clatter online? Let's have a look. Why is that? Hang on a minute. Some of them need to be rewired. Just do that quickly. And... yeah, it's because, missing... Let's just get a bunch of redundant wires. Doesn't matter. Just get a whole bunch of them. Might be too many there. Alright, switch it off for the night. Sister, could you do that? Switch that off and then go and... Oh no, you're starving. Go get some food then. Batman will do it. Go switch that off and then Cecil will need to get his weapon after his meal. Okay. Wait, sorry Rockin', I'm not trying to be a cunt dude, but you don't... If you're just going to sit there and complain, you don't have to watch. Right. Okay, most of the animals are sleeping outside. Didn't I build them a bunch of... No, I built them these ones, but I removed them after I put the cotton field here. Although, that... Yeah, it still has the roof there, so those bits of cotton won't grow. Get rid of that. Oh, no, wait, I have. So why is it still... What? Huh. Okay, I guess I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Fair enough. Right, so it's midnight, so the only people that should be awake should be the night owls, or people having mental breakdowns. Okay. What exactly is the goal in the game? Well, survive as long as you can, Shappy. Just do as best you can and keep your colony alive for as long as you can. But there is an end game objective in that you can escape this world, either through building your own escape vessel or reaching an escape vessel that's landed, I was going to say nearby, but that's not really fair to say it's nearby. It's quite some trek away, where you've got to try and power it up whilst under attack and get out. Yeah, it's going quite well, Hockey. Going quite well indeed. Okay. Oris is... Yeah, he's fine. Got that infection, but he should be over it in... yeah, leave him in bed for quite some time. He's in a medi-bed, so he should be alright. Okay. Right, starvation. Who do starving? Because Ben's having a mental breakdown, so he can't be fed. Can you feed him quickly, Farinir? Okay, hang on a second. Maximo? Wait a second. What? Wait, what? Maximo the coma child? Wait, what? 16-year-old and allied. Hang on a minute. Just a coincidence then. So, teenage male space refugee of the egalitarian kin league of Ono Many. Steadfast and kind. Where is he? He's here, right? No. The southern camp. How long does he have? 18 hours to live. Ah, shit. Can we save him? It would be kind of awkward, but we do have the facilities. Thank you, thank you, Yuki. Thank you very much, sir. Yes, indeed. To you too, sir. To you too. Folks, that's ZF Yuki. Feel free to say hi. No, I don't think we can save him. Maybe. Do we have someone with decent-ish medical abilities that could go on an away team? Chucky, incapable of combat. Sisler, too slow. Farinir could, maybe? Finn, where are you, Finn? Finn could manage it. Okay. No, I know he's not worth saving, but he's from that other faction, the one that I'm fighting with. And we need to send people to the away camp anyway. Okay, so go and grab some meals from the kitchen, grab some medical supplies, and try and make your way over. Damn. We're going to be playing medical supply roulette, aren't we? I don't know which ones are good. Take some milk instead. Take some milk and herbal medicine. Take a bunch. Oh, and forgot about... Fuck. Load group. Need to select Finn, otherwise Finn doesn't know to wake up to do it. Some of these simple meals are made out of insect meat, you see. Just take the packaged survival meals then. And some milk. How much room do you have? Loads. Alright. Okay. Oh, Gorty's pregnant. So the Boomalope Gorty is now with child. With baby Boomalope. Congratulations, Gorty. Indeed, I selected 55 units of milk. Yes, and 3 survival meals. We can always send additional supplies later. Alright. So Finn is just getting set up in order to go to the southern mining camp with the supplies and also to try and save that guy. Thank you, Mr. 40. Thank you very much, Mr. 40. So the rest of the colony is currently waking up. Alright. Farron is just doing some cleaning. Finn's off to get the milk. How much time does he have? 16 hours. He'll bleed to death in 16 hours. He's only 16. Try and save him if we can. I'm stoned. It's mainly, yeah, to keep the animals safe inside during nasty events and also the winter. Thank you, Ultra. Thank you very much, Ultra. Okay, people are waking up. They're getting food. Thank you, Bacon Bender. Hi there, Bacon Bender. Thank you, sir. Oh, yes, these were the animal beds. I guess they don't care. They're just sleeping outside. Or maybe I've restricted them so they can't get inside. Let's just do a quick check for any predators. A timber wolf has entered the area. Quite far away from our wildlife, though, so we should be alright. No plans, really. MBF. I just kind of play whatever, really. Okay, so here goes this... yeah, so here goes the launch. Yeah, let's just launch over here so we can get the supplies inside quickly. Nothing flammable. Should be okay. You can just fix the roof momentarily. Today, could you work on this transport pod here? That would be a good idea in case there's some incident. Okay, Finn has arrived. Oops, wrong bedroom, but that's okay. Set that as a medical bed. Oh, no, don't do that. We need to undo that so that this counts as... Hang on. Just hauling this stuff over here. Oh, yes, we never got the refrigeration going, did we? Warm milk. I just pick people, Wilson. Just subscribers and patrons. Oh, a short circuit event has occurred back at the main colony. Whoa, at least it's out in the rain. Okay. There we go. Set it for prisoners, set it medical, and off you go. I'll leave the milk in there for him, it's fine. Right, go get him. Go capture this guy, and we'll make sure he can walk again, and then we'll send him off home. Thank you, Huan. Thank you very much, Huan. Oh, Jesus. A bit close. Fucking hell. Yes, it is Super Zero. Is Novi still a cow? I can't remember. Oh, hang on. Piece of a ship. Yeah, piece of the ship there. What is Novi? Was she a cow? Or was she a boomalope? Yep, Space Cow Novi. And Space Cow Novi is currently pregnant. Cool. Oh, Cisna has had a total breakdown. Oh no, because of his psychite withdrawal. Damn. Okay, so someone will need to take him into the infirmary. Thank you, Lemon Curry. Thank you very much, sir. Okay. That's nice of you to offer, Dark Swatham, but it's alright. I'm all good, dude. Don't worry about it, man. I've already got a YouTube channel doing highlights of stuff. But thank you kindly. Right, hang on a second. Why is that there, then? Fire, maybe? Not sure why I set that to ignore roof. I do, Duckslayer. I do. Damn. Same with Lady Slaughter. She's wandering around in a daze. Okay, so Finn, our cosmetic surgeon from the Glitter World, is currently retrieving a prisoner. Let's just get that roof fixed. Okay, now can you treat him? Currently not assigned to doctoring, so do that now. Alright. Thank you, T. Gwaltney. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you. Glopter, do I publish videos often? No! Damn, has it severed the connection? Almost. Okay. Okay, well once he can walk, let's just make sure she's got top priority on the doctoring. Yeah, once Maximo can walk again, we'll just let him go. Right, back at the main colony. Nice, we've got lots of heel root growing in the hydroponics bay. That should keep us going. Chucky is off sowing some cotton. Good, good. We've got the rice and potatoes now growing. Oh bugger, are they wild? Fuck. Wild animals are going for our crops. That's going to be an issue. An issue indeed, so I'm going to prioritize their hunting. However, I think it's Finn that handles the hunting, so Okay. Maybe Kilo will handle that. Nope, Kilo's off to hunt something else. Thank you, Guyla. Thank you very much, Guyla. Thank you. Right, so what are people doing? So Chucky's, sowing crops. Dudaday's off to smelt metal. Podo's off doing crops as well. TNT's sleeping. Stanky's working on heavy fur parkas. What was I making those for? What was I doing that for? Not sure. Tattered clothes. Chucky, Stanky, Podo. Lots of people, actually. What do we really need? Trousers. T-shirts. Where's Podo? Trousers, I think. Trousers and shirts. Okay. So, Stanky, could you please... So, make T-shirts. Let's queue up... Yeah, queue up some trousers, not just the parkas. So, queue up some... Yep. Just 7 trousers. Make them out of whatever, really. Just don't use synth thread or devil strand. Yes, yes indeed, Zaid. That's absolutely true. Oh, yes. Thank you kindly, Olish, for saying so. Thank you, sir. Ah, good. Maximo can walk. That was quick. Alright, well, once he's ready to go, just let him go. I don't really care about keeping him, and I'm just trying to earn good, brownie points with the faction that hates us. Thank you, Sarah Law. Thank you very much, Sarah Law. Oh, good. Noogfur now no longer sees us as the enemy. So Noogfur may try to join us, hopefully. Hey, you know what you can promise him? Sex. But also pizza after the sex. Not before, because then things will be greasy and weird. Thank you, Struble. Thank you very much, Struble. Thank you. Oh, inspired surgery. Lawfoot has had an inspiration. Okay. Next time he performs surgery? You're a tribal inventor. You have next to no medical ability. Why are you inspired to do surgery? No. Am I speaking from personal experience? Yes. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ha. Cool. Pet Lulu for you. I am Coolden. I would, but what's she doing? Is she sleeping? I think she's sleeping. I think I'll leave her alone. I don't want to keep poking her. She's resting. Yeah, she's fine. She's all good. She's had a good day today. Cool, so most of the crops are being sown. Pretty soon we'll have quite a bit of hay grass that we can put in storage for the winter. So 2 days until summer proper. Oh, really? Combat Tentacle says that there's a pizza mod. So what's Finn doing? Just caretaking Maximo for now, I guess. Once he can walk again, just send him on his way. And she should more or less just start stockpiling. Oh, wait. Is she even capable of building the transport pod necessary to send stuff? Yes, she can. Alright. When she wakes up then, she'll build the transport pod, start sending over steel and components from the southern mining camp. What's the difficulty? The toughest difficulty. So Iron Man, hardest difficulty. I should change the policy on the prisoner? Did I get it incorrect? No, that's correct. Recruit. What about Maximo? Release. Yep, that's all correct. Or rather, it's what I want. Oh yes, what's this? Oh yes, we're planting roses for the deceased. In this case, we have Author Roy. It contains Hawk, so Nervous Hawk, one of the first three that we had. Nervous Hawk. So Jonah's. Were they married? Yeah, they were married in the end. So Jonah's wife, the food taster who worked the kitchens, she was killed when she had a drug overdose that we attempted to stop. We tried to physically restrain her, but in doing so, we accidentally used lethal force, and she was killed. Jonah was inconsolable. And here we have Singy, so our primary melee fighter, a very capable, cannibal, feisty warrior woman who could not be, she would not sit down. She had, made of steel she was, but ultimately it was the cold that killed her, not the fighting. These other, we need to make proper a mausoleum type arrangement here. Right now we just got a few graves. Okay. Facecam, who wants to know what I look like? Well, Yuki, if you Google image, you will find that there are pictures that claim that they're SovietWomble. By all means, have a look at those. That's definitely 100% absolutely what I look like, yes. Yes. Medical emergency. Fuck. Was it treated? What? No! No, he's fine. Holy shit. Scared the crap out of me. So it's ticked off, but his immunity... So the Oris's leg is infected to 78%, but his immunity is 85%. All the same, TNT, would you mind just quickly tending to him with a bit of herbal meds? He'll be fine. I look like Mr. Batty. No, I don't know what you're talking about. Mechiile. Clearly, for a YouTuber who's all like, who doesn't actually put himself on camera all that much, those pictures are definitely genuine. I turn up at conventions. Yeah. But I have a ginger ponytail and Mr. Batty. Yeah. Oh, You alright, honey? Yeah, she's fine. Okay, Oros will be fine. So we need more steel, we need more components, we need more hay grass. So Finn over here, starvation, he's starving. Sisla? Is Sisla starving? What's Ben doing? Ben's no longer having a mental breakdown. Are you tending to your patients? You're not doing a very good job of it. So instead we'll have Chucky as the backup doctor. Chucky, could you go, well, eat your food, then go feed Hoodoo. Go feed Sisla. Need Warden for Maximo. Oh, of course. Thank you, Minotaur. Thank you very much, Minotaur. Thank you kindly. Cool. Finn is currently working on getting this transport pod operational. Then we'll be able to send supplies back. Ula Bird asked if I have some plan in place on the off chance that some fucko manages to get pictures of my face. Honestly, it's not. It's fine. It's not a big secret or anything. It's not. The thing with my face is that it's just generic and boring looking. I mentioned this before on the VR stream. I know what my strength is, and it's not my face. It's the voice. You've seen this 1,000 times, I'm sure, by now. Some YouTuber that sounded really interesting and attractive, but the moment you saw their face, you were like, ugh. That's what I've got, effectively. If I were to suddenly stick myself in front of the camera and put myself everywhere, at best it would be, So it's not like a great, oh my god, my face is a secret. It's more the fact that I know my strength, and it's not in front of a camera, it's behind it. It's a stylistic choice. Not some big security concern. And the whole part's about me saying, well, I won't turn up at conventions because you guys might stab me. I'm just joking. I'm just taking the piss. The only person I'm worried about stabbing me is probably Duckslayer. And maybe Roy. Ugh. Yeah, there you go. Duckslayer, yeah. Nah, not worried about Sai. For Sai tried to kill me when we first met in DayZ in like 2013. He tried to kill me then. But you see, I charmed him with my accent because that is my strength. If I showed him my face, yeah, he probably would have shot me immediately. Right. Thank you, Norman. Thank you very much, Norman. Thank you kindly, sir. Okay, Duckslayer. Yuki's a nice Yuki asks if he's a nice person. Well, you're ZF, so nah. That answers that question, frankly. Oh no, wait, construction skill too low. She can bring the steel to the pod, but she cannot build it. Bollocks. Alright, so someone will have to go over there to assist. Someone with a construction skill to actually build the sucker. Who can do that? It's going to have to be Stanky. Alright. I'll send Stanky in the morning. Oh, is he gone? There we go. The prisoner's leaving. We let him out. Okay, so hopefully our relations with the faction that we fight, that he's a part of, will improve slightly. So it's currently minus 80. So we'll probably get like a bonus of plus 15 or something. No, I looked at the skills, Kaha. His skills are shite. See? Bleh. Steadfast, kind, crafting skill, has a burning passion for it, but beyond that he's completely useless, and the biggest problem is that he's an incapable fighter. I've got half of my colony just who cannot fight. I can't keep taking on wounded birds that aren't capable of holding their own in battle. That's how you lose a colony. Oh, sorry, I see what you mean. My mistake, Kaha. I misinterpreted what you said. Okay, so now it's minus 68 instead of minus 80. Okay. Yes, yeah. Well, at the time, I was sending somebody who was better at the doctoring thing, really. What's she doing? She's consuming milk. Ugh. Warm milk. Okay. Tom says Brighton is actually quite a nice place. You can think of better locations in England to bomb. Right. It's a bit of a shithole, to be fair. Brighton. It's like London just by the sea. Okay. God damn it, does it ever stop raining over here? Extreme break risk Ben, but at least she's sleeping. What about the ZF clan? You still playing, doing bullshittery? Yeah! Sandor, we played some Halo, a whole bunch. We've been enjoying that. Yeah, been playing lots of shit. Yeah. Randy Random is the AI director. Sorry, Pyromania. I assume you mean AI director, not narrator. Thank you, Altio. Thank you very much, Altio. No, very, very different, Totosh. So it's, yeah, I'd say it's much better than Prison Architect. This is a sort of narrative type, like random event story game, whereas Prison Architect is just about, well, it's just a prison building game. It's a builder sim type sandbox even, maybe. This is, no, this is about like the narrative of these people trying to survive as best they can with their personality quirks and their tics. Thank you, Wokian and Burnout. Thank you very much. Yes, Dwarf Fortress, basically. Insult spree. Gumball Bob has fixated her rage on Podeman. She will follow Podeman around, hurling insults. This happened because of her poor mood. The final straw is she's soaking wet. So Gumball, the evangelist preacher, who's already, he's very unstable, has gone off to insult poor old Podeman here. Insulted Podeman's nephew's hairstyle. Charming. Does she not like him already? No, they generally like each other a little bit. Okay, what else is she going to say? Podeman's just trying to ignore her and just play pool. Gumball Bob viciously insulted Podeman's family background. Steady on, Gumball. Thank you, Nightmare. Thank you very much, Nightmare. Oh, she's done. Alright, cool. So at least she got a cathartic boost from that. So catharsis, plus 40 for 3 days. Not too bad. She'll chill out a bit. She's always been pretty volatile, that one, frankly. Who's still starving? Lady... Oh, she's having a mental breakdown. That's fine. Okay. So Finn is just gathering some steel. Did I give you any mining jobs? Ben is off to smoke leaf. Okay. So depressive chemical fascination. Good. You're a very good miner. So you might as well just get to work while relief is on the way. While I send what's her name? I send Stanky. Okay. So mine this and that. And is there anything else that you could retrieve? Ooh, what's that? Yeah, some more steel up here. Sweet. Can I make them frick? No, they frick on their own. One does not need to intervene, although I assure you I have tried. I have locked them in the same room and not let them out until they, a penis goes in a vagina. To no avail, unfortunately. Thank you, Dan Cannon. Thank you very much, Dan. Thank you kindly. Where is Stanky? Stanky, could you grab some food and make your way to... no drop pods. No steel to make the drop pods, which is why we're sending you south anyway. Alright, grab some food and start making your way. So grab that stack of 9 and just start making your way south while you still have the daylight. So go to the world screen, select form caravan, select Stanky. Stanky, the combat engineer. Where is she? Here she is with her M16. Do I send a camel? Nah. I'm pretty sure they have sufficient chem fuel there already. Damn, where is the stack of 9? That's annoying. So I don't know which ones are... Let's assume it's this one, the stack of 10. Some of these could be insect meat, you see, which is a bit rank. Alright. Might as well grab some chem fuel on your way. Why not? Okay. Choose route. Southern mining camp. Take you 0.2 days. Off you go, Stanky. Right. Not familiar, I'm afraid, Lord of Rawn. Not familiar. Okay. Soviet's still a virgin, and now we know why, says Yuki. Yuki, I seem to recall. Sorry, weren't you in that specific game in PUBG when I was talking about banging my girlfriend when Morpheus, or my ex even, when Morpheus knocked me off my rhythm and turned what was a pretty okay sex session into the arrival of Mr. Floppy. Besides, I've also got my GP. Sorry. No. Right. Okay. Thank you, Swanky. Thank you very much, Swanky. Thank you. Right. Indeed, pushing rope indeed. Sorry, for those who are out of the loop, there was a particular... so my ex was... what was it? It was like a playlist of... I don't know, it was like a bunch of just random sort of punk music. But one of them, cycling through them, one of them had started adding... you know the Matrix bit where Morpheus is talking about, you take the blue pill, you stay in... Wonderland or whatever, blah blah blah. Anyway, somebody had cut that into the music, so suddenly all of the rhythm died, and then it was just Morpheus talking, and trying to maintain, trying to keep your groove on to just Lawrence Fishburne, just talking at you. It's not easy, frankly. Should have taken the blue pill, says El Caro. Very good. Oh, I see. It was his hidden message. Oh, what's this? Ah, finally, he's joined us. Nukefur has joined us. Right. So the pizza lover has finally joined the colony. Finally, at long last. Right. 53 years old. Okay. Let's do this then. So, flip a coin. Let's do this fair and square, guys. Thank you, Taylor and Martham. Thank you very much, Taylor and Martham. So heads, patron, tails, quick subs. That's the heads. Right, okay, so are there any patrons in the chat who would be interested in joining the colony? Feel free to come forward now. Where's my post-it note? Hang on. Hang on. So patrons, there's a password on Patreon. If you just, you just have to send it to me via the Whisper thing. So it's /Whisper, so W and then SovietWomble. Oh fuck. Okay, they're coming in. Right. So, oh, fuck. That pen doesn't work. Thank you, Jaha. Thank you very much. Okay. That's fuck. Right. Sorry, it's a bit awkward. I apologise. Okay. Okay, there's loads. Sorry, bear with me. Yuki, that's not the password. Fuck you. Okay, any more? Oh. Alright, okay. Right, cool. So split that in half. Is that even? Yes, it is. Okay, cool. So heads, tails. Oh, fuck. Oh. Yeah, there's still time. 2 more. Okay, so heads, tails, and then heads, tails, heads, tails. And then, if it's that, 2 heads and tails again. Sorry, I'm just trying to do this fairly. Right. Whoop. So that's heads. So either you or you, that's simple. Okay, and then heads or tails. That's tails. Is that tails? Yeah, tails. So that would be... I can't read my own handwriting. Who is that? That's... Ah, there we go. Cool. Right, so welcome to the colony. Is it Alks? Alks. Alks the 10th? It's Alks X. But is that Alx the 10th? Because that sounds funnier, like you're from a long line of pizza lovers, Alx. Are you there? Is he there? Is it supposed to be Alex? Is it? No, it's definitely Alex. Is he there? Is he there? Yeah. Alex the 10th. Is he there? He's not responding. There he is. It's an L. Yeah, it is an L. Alex. Cool. Well, so yeah, you happy, Alex? So welcome, Alex the Alex the 10th, from a long line, a royal bloodline of boom rap pizza lovers. Yeah, it'd be funny if I fucked up Alex that badly. Yeah. Right, okay, so welcome indeed, Alex. So nimble but depressive, very good at melee, burning passion for construction and mining. Perfect. Okay. So let's. So he was a gigolo in his adult life. So a male prostitute and a pizza lover. Well, always. So let's assign him to take over main construction duties from Sisler because he's a bit old. And yes, you'll get pizza if you do, Alex. But welcome indeed. And we're going to turn that turn that over to your main bedroom for now. I know you're probably not super psyched about that, but frankly. You've got to take what you're given because we don't have that many bedrooms right now. Thank you, Mini Fits. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. Right. So let's set him up. So firefight, be a patient, get bed rest when you need to, flick switches when I tell you. Don't worry about wardening. Don't worry about cooking. Maybe secondary priority on cooking if you have time. Primary builder. Maybe grow some crops. Maybe cut them down. Also haul. Don't worry about researching. Finn is off to hide in her bedroom because she's quite depressed. Okay, that's fine. Stanky's nearly there. She'll pick up the slack. Thank you, Mr. Fluffy Bunny. Thank you very much, Mr. Fluffy. Okay, so Alex is getting to work. He's removing roof tiles. Where is Sisler? Still having a mental breakdown in the infirmary. Okay. Thank you, Cheeser. Thank you very much, Cheeser. Okay, then. Someone's working on the wooden floor. Better than just soil. Thank you very much, Kaha. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. That's very kind. Thank you, Kaha Restic. Much appreciated. Thank you. Lots of things need to be moved. Yep, move these 2 turrets around. Get these replaced as best we can. Get these wild boar killed if we can, because they're going to be eating our crops. Oh, good. They're getting right to it. Is this because we're getting sufficient steel? Where are we getting the steel from? Not sure. Stanky's almost arrived at the southern camp, at which point she'll start sending over some steel. Maybe it's from the destroyed deep drills, perhaps. Probably. Thank you again, Kahara. Oh, Kahara Sticks? Have I misread that? Kahara Sticks, maybe. Kahara Sticks. Thank you, thank you, Kaha. Okay, so low food, exhaustion, Lady Slaughter. Is she still having... Yeah, she's still having a mental breakdown. She'll be fine. She's not super malnourished. She'll be fine. Good. The heal route is ready. Good. Okay. Here we go. Stanky must have gotten lost because she's coming in from the south side. Stanky arrives to drop off the food that she was carrying, although we don't have refrigeration, so that could be a slight concern. Disallow access to the packaged survival meals for now, and just tell them to eat the simple meals as their top priority. And also, allow access to this so they can drink that milk before it expires. Looking good so far. Podo Man is working on some additional graves. Well, some sarcophagi. Colonist needs rescue. Don't worry, it's Lady Slaughter. I think she's been retrieved by... Who's that? Chucky. Good old Chucky. Oh, no, wait. It was Ben, sorry. Ben passed out. Just a bit worried about any future attack. We definitely need more steel as much as we can retrieve, which is the whole purpose of the southern mining camp. Here's Stanky. Welcome indeed, Stanky. Right, so while you're here, first things first, could you get this transport pod operational as quickly as you can? Drop off those simple meals. Very good. Well done. 3.7 days until they decompose, so you best eat those fairly quickly, ladies. Right. So, with this transport pod operational, we'll be able to send quite a bit of steel back. Although, I think we've used most of it to build that pod. Really? I thought we had more. I guess we don't. In which case, ladies, if you could start mining as much steel as you can and shoot it all back via the pod system, that would be much appreciated. Don't worry too much about that, Stanky. Just focus entirely on mining. Thank you kindly. Your skill is quite low, but you have a burning passion for it. Off you go. Indeed, Carton. Well, I'm just trying to narrate what's going on. Okay, so Lady Tigress, the mega hoe at the age of 21, is still working on artwork in the workshop. Chucky is off building bridges because I told him to at the expense of working on art that Lady Tigress is now doing. Lady Slaughter has passed out whilst drinking some milk in the rec room. Gumball Bob looks on whilst eating a delicious and nutritious meal that consists of frozen milk. Really? Okay. Same with Mr. Stromax. Everybody's okay, apart from Batman and Lady Slaughter. Lady Slaughter because she's passed out, and Batman because... oh, she's addicted. She's desperate for some cocaine. Holy shit. Okay. Take care, Pinnan. Take care indeed. I hope you feel better soon. Some travellers are passing by. They're from the Doabirium, our allied faction. It's over to the far south mining camp. Why do all British sound the same? We really don't, Ant. You'll find that the British Isles contain a wide variety of different accents. Very, very wide variety. Go down the road and you'll probably find somebody who sounds very different. We divide ourselves up accordingly by flag, by town that we live in, by mobile phone tariff, frankly. Novi's given birth. Very well done. It's a male. That means we'll be slaughtering it for food, so there's no real point naming it. The father is... so Novi was the mother, and the father was also the cousin and the granduncle. Quebec. It seems that Novi's family tree is a bit of a circle. So Quebec and Novi were shagging, which resulted in the birth of beef. I mean, the calf. Yeah, family bush. Lady Slaughter, go to bed, for Christ's sake. Stop sleeping in the rec room. Okay, get some milk, then go to bed. And don't pass out when drinking it this time. Who's starving? Lady Slaughter is. Cool. Lots of hops is growing over there in the courtyard. This is where we had the last breach, so hopefully the defences are a bit better now. But we do need to get these internal doors sorted if we're going to properly compartmentalise the base. Right now, most enemies will have a free run of it, which is not great. Not great at all. What's that, the troop? You just got this game a few weeks ago and it's so much fun, but my god, the game kicks your ass at first if you don't know what you're doing. Been watching others play to see what to do. At this point in the game, you're having trouble keeping power on the batteries and generators. Those damn sunlight take up so much power. Indeed, I recommend fuel generators, the troop. Get some fuel generators to keep you going and chop down trees, as many as you can, and keep backup fuel in storage. Yes, for a dependable power source. Speaking of dependable power sources, we had that fire which has severed the connection between us and the new geothermal generator, which is still not properly surrounded in slate. Hi there, Miss Spades. Hello. Folks, that is Miss Spades, so Edberg's significant other. I hope you're well. Okay, Batman is just milking Birdie. Good. Thank you, Wamda. Thank you very much, Wamda. Thank you sincerely. Indeed, it's 10:15 over here in Europe, Carton. Although the UK is on the far west side, so, you know, the rest of Europe is way far further through the night. So far so good, Roy. I mean, the biggest problem we've been having is bandit attacks and fevers, really. Tundrafall, it was definitely the cold and the starvation. What's that there? Muffalo wool. We'll grab that, bring that in. sell it if we don't use it to build clothes. Hi there, Miss Spades. Have I been? Any fishing or too cold for it? I'm afraid it's a bit too chilly for it, so I must admit I'm feeling a bit bored. I took up fishing to get myself out of the house, and now that the temperature is falling, I'm kind of looking at my fishing gear going, it's all ready, it's all clean, but I can't really go. Or I could go, but I'll be wasting my time because the fish don't generally feed when it's too cold. I mean, it's on the edge. They probably would feed, but I'm still a bit of a beginner, so, you know, I probably wouldn't have a huge amount of luck. Yeah, not too bad, Eero. Not too bad indeed. A bit janky was Boneworks, but I was quite impressed with it. Although, I must admit, coming out of it, I'm still very confused as to the nature of the story. It does concern me a little bit, because some of it does smack a little bit of there is no story, and it's just kind of like, why are there head crabs? And a lot of people are trying to figure out the answer behind it. What were the zombies then? What's the point of the other U's that are around the place? And there doesn't appear to be an answer in the game, which is concerning. You know, I hope there is an answer, and it's not just the writers did it because they just wanted to do Half-Life. Okay, Batman and Lady Slaughter have both gone to bed. Oh, the soundtrack, though, for Boneworks is very good. I've been listening to it all day. Wonderfully done. Why are you sleeping in there, Stanky? Doesn't like Finn, I guess. What's that, Miss Spades? The fish will probably be deep in the deeper water where it's a bit warmer. Indeed, yes, that's true. And they just generally aren't as hungry. If the temperature spikes, then they'll go into a bit of a feeding frenzy. But so I'm sort of keeping my eyes on the weather forecast to see if that becomes the case. But so far, not really. The devs have explained some of the lore in Node's videos. Yes, but that's not really in. If you need supplementary material in order to explain the nature or the structure of your story, you failed as a writer. Which is something that many modern films need to learn. Looking at you, Star Wars, and Game of Thrones, especially you, Game of Thrones Season 8, with your behind the scenes explaining the motivation of characters because your character motivations do not make sense. Don't get me started on a Game of Thrones rant. They fucked it. They fucked Season 8. I'm still so angry. So angry. I've seen so... Sorry, I'm sorry. I've seen so many videos written, like, video essays made by teenagers that have come up with better endings to Season 8 than two well-paid writers. And all of it, or rather most of it, gets down to that fucking third episode? Is it the third episode? You know, the Battle for Winterfell? Where they win the Battle of Winterfell? No, don't let them win the Battle of Winterfell, for Christ's sake. The most important thing in the show is that they must lose the Battle of Winterfell. Christ. That's the whole... Oh, what's this? Ike says drunk milk and fallen sick. Bugger. Food poisoning. Initial. Yeah, I hate it too. I fucking hate it. So there's so many things wrong in both the broad strokes of... Sorry, I'm doing it. In the broad strokes of Season 8, but, you know, Episode 3 is the big problem. In the minutiae of the fight, everyone's mentioned already. So obviously the lighting was a problem, but it's not even... Yeah, that's minor compared to the bigger things. The idea of tactics and how they fight knocks you out of it because it's very immersion breaking. It's clearly somebody who wants to have their emotional moment of the Dothraki charging their cavalry straight into the darkness, only to be wiped out by an enemy that they know raises the dead and fights with infantry. You know, rather than actually how cavalry fight. And... But no, the biggest structural problem is that Game of Thrones, from its Season 1, Episode 1, first scene, is not about the Game of Thrones. That's the whole message. It's the whole fucking... Is that not the point of the book? The book series. It's showing how pointless this petty battle for this chair is. That there is this enormous existential crisis that threatens everybody, and if we don't stand together, everybody as one, it doesn't matter whose skeleton sits on the Iron Throne. And yet this threat is ignored again and again as letters go back from the Night's Watch saying we need more men, there's something bad up here. Ignored and laughed at by Cersei in that scene where she's like, I'm sure the Night's Watch can handle blah, blah, whatever it is she said. Again, the Lords of Westeros are just ignoring the problem until it becomes just unbelievably huge and just threatens everybody. And yet all of this is solved by fucking the 3rd episode of the final season? No. And then the final boss of all of Game of Thrones... Sorry, no, effectively, it flips the whole message in that the most important thing about Game of Thrones is who sits on that chair. And the final antagonist is Cersei Lannister and fucking Euron the pantomime pirate. Sorry, Euron the finger in the bum pirate. It's like, it's such a waste. Such a waste. The video essay, I know I'm ranting off on one, I'm well aware, but yeah, the video essays that I've been watching, they a lot of them hinge around this point. They must not win the battle for Winterfell. They must lose, and lose hard. They must lose everything. So many characters need to die. Like, the slate needs to get not wiped, but so many need to die, to the point that the humans are just on their knees, and the battle continues all the way to King's Landing. And that's when the final showdown, and oh my god, and now the whole thing, they realize at the end that this chair is an irrelevance, we're all going to die unless we, stand together. I think one of the good video essays that I watched about a suggestion for the ending was to have some sort of an escape tunnel in the catacombs, which allows some of the main characters, such as Sansa or Tyrion, etc., to escape and run into the hills and, eventually work their way south. And, what was it? I think it was Bran, and just very few characters make it out, typically through the aid of either the dragons grabbing them or, or the tunnels. But it eventually gets to the point where they reach King's Landing and they have nothing. And they have to effectively bend the knee to Cersei as a demonstration. What was it the video essay was saying? It was a demonstration of, like, Daenerys' sort of strengths of her conviction. She was willing to, effectively bend the knee in order to save everybody, whereas Cersei, lording over her position, still not understanding that the fight is not about the Game of Thrones. Thank you, G. Thank you very much, G. Anyway, blah blah blah. Sorry, I'm just spiraling into random talking points. But yeah, it's just that they must not win the Battle of Winterfell, otherwise the whole series is shot. And yet they did, and yet the character that ended up doing it had no connection to the whole arc about, fucking the Night King, about the Night King anyway. Just some, fucking, you're going to close brown eyes, green eyes, blue eyes. Oh, it's foretold, she's just some random fucking assassin. You kidding me? They set up the whole this whole season arc that Jon is going to be the counter to the Night King, and he just reads at a dragon in a courtyard outside. What? And Bran does nothing. The last time we see him use his powers, he just sits in the chair and says, I'm going to go now, and then controls some birds for seemingly no reason. Anyway, sorry, I'm still angry about Game of Thrones. It's bullshit. Anyway, Extreme Breakerist, Sisley, he's awake again. No, wait, Lady Slaughter and Finn, where are they? Finn's, oh yes, of course, having food. It's bollocks. It's total bollocks. As Eternal Listening says, it's because only women can be strong. Yeah, it can be strong because otherwise it would be patriarchal. Here's the thing. So Game of Thrones does an excellent job in that when it comes to sort of dealing with the issues of the patriarchy, it acknowledges it openly in the story as a problem. It doesn't sort of skirt around it or just pretend it's not a thing. It's woven into the narrative, with Cersei Lannister raging at how she's going to get married off, like, I'm not some brood mother, you are my daughter, you know, Tywin says. None of it is ever ignored, it's embraced. You don't need to build up some feminist super icon, because just the regular women of the world are struggling all the time in Game of Thrones against this system. Best embodied by Cersei Lannister. You don't need some faceless, no-named assassin or whatever. That's her arc. That's Cersei's arc. And yet they just left her sitting on a balcony drinking wine. Thank you, Bright Green Lichen. Thank you, sir. I'm sorry. I'm going off on one. Oh, it's bullshit. Season 8's such shit. Oh, it's such shit. Incidentally, there's an excellent YouTuber who I watch regularly called Mauler. I strongly recommend his video essays. He's got like a multi-hour series, not that unlike my video essay series, frankly. As in, he's got a very, very similar style in that, you know, shows the footage, talks about it, counterpoints, that sort of stuff. He does some excellent breakdowns of the Game of Thrones stuff. He's got this trope where he sort of slows down the footage and then some sad music plays, and he sort of says, there comes a time in filmmaking, and then he just sort of goes off and sort of talks about stuff, with a sort of, what's the word I'm looking for? Like almost like a smoke, like he's wearing a smoking jacket and just sort of authoritatively talking about something. But when it gets to the Game of Thrones season 8, he just starts breaking down at how shit it is. He just starts losing his cool in this bit where he's supposed to be staying, you know, calm and collected, but he's clearly just losing his shit, and rightly so. I know, I'm sorry, Vitai. It's great, isn't it, though? Yeah, Mauler's video, Duckslayer says, on episode 5 is 2 hours and 37 minutes long. And there is that much to talk about. There is that much terrible. The Troop HQ, you know what's terrible? We waited for, what, well over a year or two just for that shitty season? Yeah, I would have been completely fine with them taking longer, frankly. You know, this whole thing, oh, they've only got this number of episodes left. Christ, they should have taken longer. You know, if it's too much of a breakneck speed, then they should have slowed it down. Oh, Mauler. How do you spell it, sorry? Is it just, you know, like to maul? M-A-U-L? Mauler? Am I right? Is that right? Sorry, can someone check it? I've forgotten. Yeah, do recommend. He does some on Star Wars as well. Although, I must admit, I'm less well-versed in Star Wars. I used to be super into it, but I got less into it after Disney took it over. So he sort of talks about the Star Wars stuff and how, like, this is weird, that's weird. Oh, really? There's an alt channel? I was unaware, Zolkia. Is this what I do when I edit? Indeed I do, Roy. Keyframing is fucking boring. So I have a side monitor and I just, you know, watch other stuff while I keyframe. Thank you, Wenassi. Thank you very much, Wenassi. Okay, so everything here in the colony is ticking over smoothly. We're going through our food fairly quickly. It's almost the first day of summer. Everything, all the crops are planted. How's the away team? Gathering up? Are they gathering as much steel as they can? Finn's in bed because she's depressed. All right. Thank you, Wenassi. Thank you very much, Wenassi. Thank you. Are we done talking about Game of Thrones? Nope. I don't think I'll ever be done, Dusty. The Mandalorian is decent, says Roy. I haven't seen it, I'm afraid. Again, I'm not really on board with the Disney Star Wars. It's just not for me. To each their own. It's just not for me. Sure, but bear in mind, Drunk, that I believe, you know, that's a bit of a thing. Oh, lol, they lost the Star Wars deal that they had, D&D, but they didn't really lose it. They had a better offer, didn't they? They've got like a whole like thing on like a streaming service. I don't know what it is. Maybe someone else can tell me. It turns out that it wasn't really like, oh, their Star Wars thing, their dream project fell through. No, they just got fucking huge amount of money from something else, right? Yeah, they got a lucrative contract with Netflix, right? What's the dog doing? She's off licking her paws on the floor behind me. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Yeah, everything's ticking along smoothly. So it's about to be the first day of summer. It's 32 degrees outside, so it's quite toasty. All the heating's off. Nice, plenty of hay grass that we can put in storage. Whoops. Okay, Sister's stoned inside Jonah's bedroom. Great. He's almost over his psychite addiction now. Yes, I think I'm only up to season 2, Rockin' Rocket. So I haven't. Yeah, I do need to continue watching that. I don't know why I haven't. I really should. Oh yes, and Chernobyl's very good. I did enjoy that. Yes, very good indeed. Real says the worst part about the Disney Wars is that they ignored all of the old storylines and didn't come up with new ones. Also purged years and years of good content, old canon. Yeah. That's one of the main reasons that turned me off them, frankly. It's not necessarily that the old stuff was, you know, I'm sure we can all agree, no one really defends the old Star Wars stuff on its quality, but it's not really the point. The point is that it sets a precedent. If you can do that, if you can just say, all right, this is all non-canon, we own this now, we've bought it, then you kind of, what's the point of getting attached to it? If the fictional universe that's been built up and you've been told is official, then, well, there's no point getting attached to Rey or Finn, or any of them, because 10 years time or less, in 10 years time, it's all declared non-canon. The next doughy-eyed young actress is now cast as the next Skywalker, and you know, it's a bad precedent to set. You know, the old Star Wars stuff was the temple that the fans worshipped at for years. You know, it's the thing that they were told. Yes, this is official. Yes, and then it's a case of lol, no. Okay, fine. It's your money. You've put, it's your barbecue. You know, you run it how you want. But I'm not really interested. Yeah, the way they portrayed Luke Skywalker ruined it for. Yeah. Again, I'm not really super up to speed on the Star Wars stuff, but yes. Oh, what the fuck, Lady Slaughter? What are you doing? Oh, Lady Slaughter just pulled out a corpse. Okay, it's TNT's father. Where's TNT? She's sleeping, right? No, she's having a mental breakdown over there. Lady Slaughter is pulling out the corpse of TNT's father, Rotwick, the guy that we saved from a bandit camp far south. She's taking it... Where's she taking it? What the fuck are you doing? Oh, great. Where are you going with that? No, there's TNT! Hide in your room, TNT! Hide in your room! Hide in that room! She's like, what? It's the skeletal remains of her father. Where are you taking that, Lady Slaughter? Oh, for Pete's sake. Really? Hi, she says, as Lady Slaughter enters the room and says something about cheaters to TNT. So, cheaters! By the way, here are the bones of your dad that I've just pulled out of the grave. God damn you. And then she goes to sleep in the corner. Right, fucking... You bugger off. Now she's got a mood debuff because she's just in a corpse. Great. Can someone go... Go bury poor Rotwick. In fact, put him here. So I also have the dog now looking at me wanting attention. Right, I think I need to wrap up the stream now, I'm afraid, folks. Sorry, I know it's a bit unfocused, but it's already about 25 minutes to 11. They had a complete character murder for Luke Skywalker, utterly undid everything. Yeah. I mean, that's the problem that Mauler points out in his videos, in that their idea towards what they should do with these characters is to just kind of use them like a chrysalis from which to create these new characters that will poach their traits and sort of continue, which is shit, frankly. They really, really shit. Thank you, Juraku. Thank you very much, Juraku. Right. Cool. Okay. So yes, we're about to enter the summer of the 6th year. Things are fine here at Caloma's Creek. We just need to get more of the defenses up and get as much steel flowing over here as we can. Right, hang on a second. Let me just pop out of here and grab the dog and then just ramble for a bit. Okay. Cool. Hang on just a moment. Where is that dog? Hello, darling. Just going to pop her on my lap. Hello. Who's your good girl? Oh, who's your good girl? Ha-ha. Watch this. Huh? What's that? Is this the microphone? Yes, it is. How you doing? Yes. She's cuddling me. Yeah, she's cuddling me. She's trying to lick me. Huh? Who's your good doggy woggy? But yeah, so the new Star Wars stuff is just kind of like, ugh. Silverlane says you thought it was in order to make Rey as relatable as possible, they had to kill the old guard as effectively as possible. Yeah, and if anything, I know I've mentioned this before, Silverlanian, but it is kind of good, the audience reaction to the new Star Wars stuff, more specifically this, the whole sort of, well, Rey's a Mary Sue. Ultimately, it is good in the sense that it brings the concept of the Mary Sue to light in a way that general audiences are perhaps not familiar with, and hopefully will encourage better writing in the future. Because, frankly, by the sounds of it, yeah, she kind of is a Mary Sue. And I think they've tried to tone down her Suiness in the more recent film, haven't they? But nevertheless, she is still very much that, which is a problem because, well, they're just not that interesting to watch. If you've got a character that has plateaued, that has reached the peak of the peak, and they have nowhere to go, that, how can you relate to that? She's perfection, effectively. Sorry, I've got this dog trying to licking my arm. That's the microphone. She's licking the microphone. Right. So the dog is licking the pop filter on the microphone right now. Mwah. Yes. How the hell is she perfection? Well, again, I'm not really doing such a great job because, I'm not really into the new Star Wars stuff, but I'm of the understanding that she seems to be unbelievably gifted at a lot of the things she does. She is capable of fighting elite bodyguards of what is the leader of the Imperial Remnant. I've forgotten their name. Sorry, they're not called the Imperial Remnant anymore, are they? The new Empire. They're called they're the Imperial Remnant. So the Empire after Palpatine. So the elite bodyguards of the Imperial Remnant. She's with no training. She's able to use the Force to degrees that Luke couldn't do. She's able to pull off maneuvers and impart lessons in the Millennium Falcon to its owner for how many decades. I bypassed the something. Like I've bypassed. I pulled this circuit and I fixed it. That he couldn't fix for ages, which is it's great, but it's just not very interesting to watch. Sorry, First Order. That's the one. Yes. So the elite guards of the First Order. Yeah. Which is it's a problem because even if you give a reason for it, even if you stop and say no, the reason is she's secretly, and then you insert some reason, that doesn't change the fact that it's just not very compelling to watch because you're just watching perfection. You're just watching someone who's reached the peak. Their mistakes are minor. Their challenges are minor. Their weaknesses make them seem all the more endearing. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is how it's explained that she's good with the Force. She literally downloaded Kylo's knowledge. Well, yeah. Again, it's stupid as you say, Domza. But regardless of the reason, the problem is it's just it's not all that interesting to watch, is it? When you watch someone like Luke Skywalker from from Empire, or before that even, he's a bumbling kid who's fucking up on a regular basis, and he doesn't go into the fight against Darth Vader as a way to show off his fancy Force moves and impart lessons upon Vader. Vader's toying with him. Vader is fucking toying with him. Like, the fight ends the moment Vader decides he's had enough. He just goes, right, fuck you, cuts his hand off. You remember the scene, don't you? So Vader basically chases him all over the fucking the Cloud City or whatever, and then the moment that Luke gets a lucky hit and hits Vader in the shoulder, he just goes whoop, and cuts off his hand. Literally 3 seconds after that, Whereas Ray goes into battle against elite fighters and wins, and oh, for fucking hell, yeah, you know, she should just get immediately killed, or not killed, but you know, in a position where she really needs Kylo to save her ass because she's not ready for it. Sorry, sorry, Mike. Thank you, Peaches. Thank you very much, Peaches. Thank you kindly. But again, Herviniski, that's the trouble, though. You can write reasons for why X is a thing, but it still doesn't stop. It still doesn't make X interesting to watch, you know? It'd be way more interesting to watch somebody struggle and suffer and learn and sort of build up, and then eventually when they come back stronger, they defeat their opponent, because then they've earned it, you know? Not just, they win because, you know, oh no, he was shot in the chest. Yeah, no, he was injured. It's fine. Thank you, Foravi. Thank you very much, Foravi. Thank you. What's that? What are you doing? Sorry, the dog's trying to... what are you doing? What's that? Yes. I know, I love you too. Mwah. Right, sorry, I've babbled and this stream has been uncoordinated. Anyway, so thank you for watching, folks. So what I'm probably going to do now is bugger off, and what is the time? I don't know, early night maybe? No, I'll probably get on with some more editing. I've got some stuff that I need to do. I need to keep working, and I've got lots to, I've got lots to crack on with. So I'm going to, just going to get back to work, I think, for an hour or so, and then go to bed. So thank you again for watching. Thank you, Peaches and Lex and Juro and Wenassi. So have a lovely evening, everybody, and take care. So have a good one. Let me just have a look and see who's streaming now. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, I've just got so much to do, Drunk Raven. I've got so much to edit. Okay, so in the clan, so Digby is playing Postscriptum, and SWAT Knight is playing Dead by Daylight. Who else is on? Well, Sweet Anita is on, but I don't think she needs my help. She is fascinating to watch, though. Let's have a look. Dinkle's on. What's he doing? War Thunder. No, I'll hand you over to SWAT Knight then. So SWAT Knight is playing a bit of Dead by... So ZF SWAT Knight, he's playing some Dead by Daylight. I think he's queuing currently. What do you want? You a good girl? Yeah. Right. Yeah, I'll hand you over to SWAT Knight then. So all the best, folks. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely, lovely evening, and I'll be back again tomorrow. So this is ZF SWAT Knight.